Good morning. This is Sheila Truelove, and I am sitting here watching a movie called No Weapon Shall Prosper. And I think this is based on a true life story or something. And last night I watched this movie that one of my tubies recommend. You can see all of these movies on YouTube, which is why I love YouTube Network. You have so many movies that you get to see for free. And the name of that movie, one of my tubies recommend, is called Dirty John. It has 5 episodes to it. And that is the perfect, and that movie is based on a true life story. It's based on true life. And that movie, I finished watching it yesterday. Um, Dirty John. That is the perfect movie to show you what a sociopath is. Actually, a narcissistic sociopath. Okay? I look at I studied this movie. I actually sat there, I turned off my phone, I actually sat there and I analyzed this movie, I studied this movie. I was like just catatonic looking at this movie. And it shows you step by step the behavior of these sociopath or narcissistic sociopaths. And it's gonna amaze you guys. It's gonna amaze you. I found that movie to be so good. It was so interesting and so knowledgeable. I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna watch it at least 3 more times. I mean 2 more times. Now I'm watching No Weapon Shall Prosper, and I'm looking at this female, and she's married to this abusive man. Not even a man, honey, dude. That's not a man. That's a dude. She's married to this narcissistic sociopath. And you see how this female, she's trying to go to school, you know, she wants to better herself. So she's a housewife and she goes to school. And you see how this husband that she has, how he'll sit there and tell her, you're supposed to put your husband first. Everything is about school, school, school. You don't need to be going to school. Almost like Burning Bed, that movie, The Burning Bed with Farrah Fawcett, how she was trying to go to school and trying to better herself. And her husband couldn't stand to see her trying to do something with her life. And the first thing that comes out of their mouth is you're supposed to put your husband first. So this husband, he wants to have sex with his wife. This is a No Weapon Shall Prosper. And he wants to have sex with her. And he sees that she's almost late going to school. She's trying to head out to school. So that's when he wants to come out and have sex. And when she says, I'm going to be late for school. And he's like, here you go with that school garbage again. Isn't your husband supposed to come first? So now when you think about the Bible, women are supposed to be submissive to their husbands. You're supposed to be submissive. So she's supposed to go in there and just be submissive, be late for school, even though your teacher tells you if you're late one more time, you're going to be written up. And if you get 3 write-ups, then you're going to be dropped from the course. That's what they're hoping for, that you get dropped out from the course and you lose everything. They don't want you to prosper. So, and then another time, this woman, she was in, when you're in school, you have tests, you have to study. So when she's sitting in the living room, well, she was in the bed, she stays in the bed with her husband, and when he falls asleep, she gets up and she goes in the living room so she can study. He gets up and sees her in the living room studying, and he's like, well, come on back to bed. She says, okay, honey, I'll be there in a bit. Let me just finish this up. I have to get this done before tomorrow. He's like, here you go again with that, and he starts beating on her. He takes off a shoe, he gets a big shoe. He's like at least a size 13, and he's beating on her. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to women always wanting to have a dude. I gotta have a dude. I gotta have a dude in my life. For what? So then you have some people say, well, that's why you have to be careful who you pick before you marry them. But you and I both know, all of us know, when we meet someone, they are like everything you've dreamed of somewhat. You know? We know that narcissists and narcissistic sociopath, these are good actors. They are great actors, and even women, actresses. Because this could work both ways. You know, they're great actors and actresses. That's why I'm saying to my tubies and my Teletubbies, when you see red lights, when you see a red light, honey, please, please listen to that. And like I also said in one of my previous videos, anytime you run into some man and he curses a lot, he uses a lot of profanity, that's an abusive man. If he curse, period, I don't want no man who uses profanity. Because if he don't have other words to use, he needs to pick up a thesaurus or a dictionary, or he needs to read more. Because using that profanity is one of the red lights. I say red light because red light means stop. And when you see stop, it means stop this relationship. Stop. But you have so many females who are so thirsty and so desperate just so they could say, look, I got a man, not even a man, a dude. You got characters who are not working. You have these dudes who have the women doing the financial heavy lifting. That part angers me when I see a woman with a man and she's paying most of the bills. No, he's supposed to take care of the necessities. I'm not saying he's supposed to give her money for her hair, her nails, and going to the salon and getting her massages. No. Or her gym payments. No. But he's supposed to take care of that rent. He's supposed to take care of those utilities. And he's supposed to take care of the food, give her food money. Of course, she can contribute towards the food. And if she wants Wi-Fi, then she pays for that. Cable, she could pay for that because those things are not necessities. But when it comes to rent, utilities, and food, the husband is supposed to take care of that. Or if he's not your husband, but you doing everything for him that you would do for a husband, he's your partner. I call husbands partners too. But if you doing everything like a married person, he's supposed to take care of the necessities. He's not supposed to be giving you money for cable or Wi-Fi or for your massages or your gym membership or you got to get your hair and nails. No, he's not responsible for that. But the necessities, yeah, he is. Now, that's not Sheila True Love talking. That's Jehovah and Jesus Christ talking. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8. You also look in the Bible where it says a husband is supposed to love his wife and he's supposed to treat her the way he treats his own flesh. For no man goes without food or shelter or clothing. He makes sure he take care of those things for himself. And that's what he's supposed to provide for his wife and his children, his household. And the people who are in it, the woman that he's supposedly trying to convince to be in a relationship with him, he has to prove that he can be a provider. Now, you dating him and he's cheap and stingy from the beginning, then you pretty much have an idea of the way this relationship is going to be. And even though you may meet a guy and he's a sweetheart, people change. And everyone knows that. People change, and sometimes it's not for the better. Sometimes people change for the worse. So when they say, well, you knew what you was getting into, no, actually I didn't, because this is not what I married. This is a whole new person. This person metamorphosized from a human into a monster. So you can't always blame the person for, well, you knew what you was getting into. No, actually, no, sweetheart, I didn't. I had no idea that this was a narcissistic sociopath. I didn't know. But the moment you find out, girls, gents, pack up your stuff or lace up their stuff. Get yourself an order of protection in case they're ready to get stupid on your time. Put that in place. And you kick them the hell out of your house. You don't need the aggravation. I know young people these days who are catching strokes. Stress kills. Nobody needs all of this. This is crazy. Anyway, check out No Weapon Shall Prosper and Dirty John. You can find it on YouTube. And leave your comments after you see it, please. Sheila True Love, always loving you. That's why I try to keep you informed. Please take care of yourself. I love you. Until next time, we'll talk again.